I've got a little package here that'll be kind of a fun install that I don't think will become a saga. I have this amp here for the two speakers, and it came with this white wire which connects to a Bluetooth receiver that has proven to be pretty unreliable. I have to push a button on it every time I turn it on to pair it again. So I'm going to try the Bluetooth receiver that I installed on my dad's F-Toy, and I should be able to mount it right here, so that way I can clean up this dash and get rid of that old Bluetooth receiver. Alright, here's what we're working with. The Bluetooth adapter. So this will sit back by the amp. This will plug into the amp, and then power and ground. So when you energize this thing will automatically connect to my phone, and then this will go straight into the amp to play the music. So let's see if we can find a good spot for this thing to mount. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Got the Bluetooth adapter in, tied down, and RCAs are plugged in. It shares the ground with the ground wire for the amp, and then it shares the trigger wire that you would typically connect to the head unit. That's this wire, so that's what powers the Bluetooth adapter. So I'll show you how this works. I flip the switch to turn on the stereo.
Connected.
And then press play on my phone. I found this can of paint, which is a Ford Silver, which I happen to really like. So I think that'll look good in this center console area. Before I started recording, I changed the brake fluid and the clutch fluid. They take the same. They're both .3 brake fluid. So those are all good. Now I've got the manual up, so I'll be changing the oil in the transmission first. I followed the instructions where you pull the plug and then feel in there, and I didn't feel anything, so really curious to see what this fluid will look like coming out. Okay, do we think this is full of water, or just dirty oil, or no oil, or what? Both the fill and the drain were super tight. Kind of hard to get off. This is gonna make a mess all over this cross member, but that's okay. Oh wow, I would say that's full of water from sitting out in the rain with only a tarp on it and no real good boot on the shifter. Nasty. Well, that's good. Get that out of there, and makes me think I should probably do a flush, fill it up with oil, and then drain it again. We'll see how much oil I've got. Not as bad. Alright, back in the shop with a little update. Got a lot done yesterday working on mounting these two seats. This cab has some interesting seat mounts welded into it. They're super far back, and they're super leaned back. The front mount is about 3 inches tall. The back mount is 1 inch tall. So that creates a weird situation around the steering wheel. My knees are coming up at an angle out of the seat and really close on the bottom, and then my upper body's leaned back so far I can't hardly reach reverse. I definitely can't reach any of the switches on the dash when I'm locked in to the seat belts. So right now I'm gonna pull this seat back out and see if I have room to drill a hole about 2 inches below the current mount see if I can level the seat out. It's on sliders, which helps me actually get forward. These seat mounts are way too far back unless my legs were like 8 feet long. So let's get this seat out of the way, and then what I'm really liking about how far forward this seat needs to be is this space behind the seat. That's going to be really nice for packing camping gear because there's not a ton of room. There's this little space in front of the fuel cell, and then we got the roof rack, and nobody likes having a bunch of stuff on the roof, so having this little back of the seat area, that's pretty good. And if there's also a lot of room to move the passenger seat forward, because there's no reason to be that far back. Another thing you'll see in the time lapse was the installation of this seat cover onto the seat base. See the other one. It looks damn near the same. This one definitely fits a little bit better, but this one's from a company that rhymes with TRT, and they don't sell the covers. They don't provide any parts for the seat. You gotta, if you wanted a new cover for this seat, you would just buy a whole nother seat, which seemed really dumb to me because there wasn't a cover on this one, and the foam was in pretty rough shape, but it's fine when you put a cover over it, and it's still comfortable. So I found this seat cover online from another company. It's a very similar shape, and hey, works for me. So now what I need to do is figure out where I want the holes. Do I do one that's even with the back, so it's a level seated position, and then one in the middle, low, middle, and then the top is unusable, so I might end up just cutting this off. Okay. Well, on the scale of toughness of projects so far on this rig, that wasn't too bad. Got the front mounts lowered. I don't know what these seat tabs are made out of, but I smoked like 4 drill bits. The original mount is way up there, and that's the new one, so a pretty nice drop. The seat is much closer to level. It's pretty crowded in the knee area with that big steering wheel. I mean, look at this thing. It's like a boat steering wheel, and it's like pointing so high, and this dash is not adjustable in any way. There's just a heim joint holding it on with a shaft that goes straight to the steering valve. So, have to live with this for now. It's not one of the, it's no big deal in the meantime to be able to get this thing out.